Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Ruth Finney and I'm here this morning. I know it's early on Christmas Eve. I wanted to come on and get on early because I don't want to take up people's lives on Christmas Eve, but I know I've not been on in a while, so at least not live. Christmas Eve. Ooh, wanted to come on and didn't mean to do that. Just wait a few minutes, see if anybody pops on. Get on early. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'll be on here for a minute. I just wanted to come on here and chit chat with you all. I don't have any plans for the morning. I wanted to touch bases with everyone. I know I haven't been on in a minute. So I'm here this morning just going to talk a little bit about where I've been. So last week I put out, I think I put out pre-recorded videos, every day last week. So it's been quite the holiday season for 2020. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of let you know where I've been and what's been going on, why you all haven't been seeing me live or putting out anything this week. Actually, I was intending on not putting out anything this week, just to take a little break, but not realizing what was to come. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get started. Last week, this past Friday, or week before last, I lost my father-in-law. My husband's father passed. He was 92 years old. Such a blessing to have had him in our lives and in my life. My husband and I have been married for 6 years now, but we've actually known each other since we were 19. So I knew him from many years ago, back in the day, and such a blessing and beautiful life he lived. So I was blessed to know him. But anyway, he lived in a nursing home and ended up catching COVID. So we knew that once he caught COVID, that it was very likely that he was not going to make it because he was already very weak. So and that's exactly what happened. I mean, once he caught COVID, I think he was gone within a period of less than 5 days. I mean, it may have been like 3 or 4 days at most. So we lost him and we buried him this past Saturday. We had his services on Saturday, and then on Monday, we buried him in Fort Hood in Killeen, Texas, for any of you who are familiar with our military bases here in the United States. But just prior to that, last week, my mother suddenly got sick and went into the hospital. And she lived in an assisted living facility in San Antonio, Texas. She wanted to, we had lost my father many years prior. And so she wanted to stay in San Antonio because I don't live in San Antonio. So she wanted to stay in San Antonio and, maintain her independence for as long as she possibly could. So because she wanted to do that, we told her that she could stay in San Antonio. And as long as she still had her mind and her wits about her, and able to talk and advocate for herself, that is what we did. And we said when she gets to a point where she can't do that anymore, then she would have to come live with me where I live. So anyway, she kept her mind, and I like to say her mind and her mouth was 100. So she never really had any issues, being cognizant of what was going on and all that. So she stayed in her assisted living facility. But I suddenly got a call that they were going to take her to the hospital because she was running a fever and was not feeling well and didn't look good. And so they took her to the hospital. Um, and so I was able to go to the hospital there and see her. I did not go in because at the time they suspected that she had COVID, just because the cases had been so high, obviously. And COVID is running rampant right now and has been really since it has started. And it turned out that she was diagnosed with COVID. And for the first few days, I think they finally diagnosed her last Sunday. And for the first few days, it looked like she was going to have mild symptoms of it. It didn't come on very fast. So she was just, she said she felt fine, really. Once they got her fever down, she was feeling okay. And she thought that she would be okay. And as the days went on, I saw her quickly start to decline. And so when she left the hospital, they sent her to a specialty center where they are taking care of COVID patients and anyone with severe issues. So they sent her there. I believe it was on a Tuesday. She left the hospital that Monday, and I believe they got her there on a Tuesday. So I was in San Antonio that Tuesday evening, looking through the window, and she did not look very good to me. She did not look very good to me. But when I spoke with the doctor, he told me that she seemed to be having still mild symptoms. She was on low oxygen, not needing much oxygen. She was still breathing on her own. And she wasn't running a fever. And for the most part, he felt like she was okay and doing strong. My brother went to see her that Wednesday. It's just my brother and I went to see her that Wednesday, and she was still declining, but still able to talk. And then Thursday, we got a call that they were moving her to the ICU and asked us if we wanted to put her on an incubator, what all she wanted. On a respirator, I'm sorry, not an incubator, on a respirator. And so we said yes. Mom wanted to, everything to be done to save her life if at all possible. She wanted to live. So we did. We put her on a respirator, and so that Thursday, they put her on the respirator. I went over there Thursday, and she did not look good. She did not look like she was going to make it, and I had pretty much put in my mind that she was not. And by Friday morning, when I got there, she was no longer cognizant. Her kidneys had shut down. She had got pneumonia in both lungs, and the machine was the only thing breathing for her, basically. So we got her. So I called my brother, went and picked him up, and we went back to where she was. And because she was about to pass, they let us come into the building. And we were fully gowned up and had these plastic gowns all over us with pretty much nothing but our neck exposed. And we had bonnets on our heads and these masks that were just pretty much suctioned to our face, and face shields on. So literally nothing was exposed but our necks and maybe our ears. But they allowed us to come in and, be with her and hold her hand. And you know, and it made all the difference in the world. It made all the difference in the world for us to be able to be there with her through our days of passing. Good morning, Gwen. How are you, God's chosen vessel? It's good to see you. Blessings to you. I'm here this morning just kind of talking about where I've been. I haven't been on YouTube since last Saturday live. I had some pre-recorded stuff come out last week. And so we had some passings this past week. My mother passed this past Friday. She went home to her mansion in heaven this past Friday. And my father-in-law also, we lost him to COVID as well. So I'm just on here talking about our situation, our story. I don't know how long I'll be on here. It depends on who all pops in. So it's good to see you. It's good to see you. We are strong. We are doing well. I'm comforted by God's word. I'm comforted by the Holy Spirit. I'm comforted by knowing where my mother and father-in-law are and the life that they lived. Not everyone is blessed to live the lives that our parents have gotten to live. His father was 92, my mother was 78. And so they lived good, long lives, full lives that were full of blessings. And we were so blessed to have had them in our lives. I could not have had a better mother, truly. She was just everything. She was a servant. She loved on us like every child deserves to be loved, and I realized that not everyone was blessed to have had their mothers or fathers or parents or even just anyone in their life to love on them unconditionally. So I understand that that is not something that everyone gets to experience. But we did. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for all the lessons that, thank you. I appreciate your prayers and all that. It's been a blessing. We've had lots of love and support around us and people praying for us and doing for us. But we've been very busy having to. Good morning, Sid Love. How are you? Merry Christmas. Thank you. I appreciate the love. Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones as well. Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm here just letting you all know that I am still here because I haven't been live in a while. And so I wanted to come on here and just let you all know. Yes, I lost my mother this past Friday. And I lost my father-in-law about a week and a half before that. So my husband and I both lost our parents. And so, yeah, I've been not on YouTube for a while. I've been not on YouTube for a minute, but I didn't want anyone to feel abandoned, like I was not here, or didn't want people to think that anything, just more severe was going on. Our day that we die is set. Our time on this earth is limited. Yes, thank you. She is resting in peace. She's resting in peace and dancing in heaven. Dancing in heaven. Yes, I'm taking my time. I am taking my time. I came on when I felt like I could be strong, and I feel strong today. I feel strong this morning. And so that's why I wanted to come on. Yes, and I didn't want to come on late in the evening when people were enjoying their families and enjoying their time with their loved ones and, wanted people to feel sad on Christmas Eve. Mom loved Christmas. My mom loved Christmas. Thanksgiving is my preference of holidays, because I don't particularly care for all the hoopla that goes on around Christmas. But Mom loved Christmas. She decorated our entire house every year for Christmas, like above and beyond. Like she would change out throw rugs and towels and, pictures on the walls, and she would change out all the flowers that she had around the house, whatnots, everything. The whole house got changed over to Christmas. And I think it was a little overboard for me. So nowadays I don't do as much decorating. I do decorate typically one or two areas of the house, the public spaces, but I don't do like my mom. She decorated the entire house. But anyway, so I will always try to honor her during Christmas and make sure I decorate every year just for her. But yes, we lost her to COVID. She got diagnosed last Sunday and was gone on Friday. She went home. So my brother and I decided to take her off the ventilator because all her organs were shut down, and there was nothing they could do to revive her. We did not want her to suffer. We did not want her to be feeling like she had to hang on here for us when God was calling her home. So we have an appointed time on this earth, and and it was her time. So even though she caught COVID, I don't feel like it was the reason that she died. I feel like she left this earth because God had called her home, and it just happened to be during the time of COVID. We don't know necessarily how we're going to die. We just know that it is imminent, that we are going to die, that we are going to pass. So it tells us in Job that our days are numbered, and in Ecclesiastes, it tells us that there's a time to be born and a time to die. And it was just her time. And that time just happened to be during COVID. So I don't feel like COVID took her away from me or away from my brother and I. I feel like it was her time to be called home. So, and she just, in her method of passing just happened to be COVID. So, it was not easy. I miss her. I miss her tremendously. Every morning I wake up to the new reality that she's not with me anymore. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part, is waking up every morning to that new reality. As the day goes on, I realize that, you can accept it, but it's that morning wake up that seems to be very difficult to get through. But I'm strengthened. I'm comforted, by God and where she is and all that. So, and I'm thankful for the tools and the blessings in life that she gave me. She equipped me. She gave me the best thing I ever could have received, and that was Christ. She lived Christ. She loved God, and she gave me that gift of having him in my life. And it could not have been a better thing to have received from her. And I thank God for it every day that she introduced me to my Father in heaven. I learned about God first at home before I ever, set foot in a church. Sadie says, it's crazy. I was watching a music video by Aaron Hall called I Miss You. And it was about him losing his mom on Christmas and his son. And I cried because I have a mom who is my only family and caretaker. Yes, I definitely understand that. I definitely understand that. My brother is kind of the same way. My brother he's not married. He doesn't have any children, and he lives by himself, and he definitely depended 100% on my mother. So I understand that pain and what you're feeling. I am married. I do have children, and I can tell you that it has made a huge difference having them in my life. Cherish your mother. Cherish what she's done. Cherish your father, your parents, whoever is in your life that is meaningful to you, that is that is a blessing to you. And appreciate them. I appreciated my mother. I thanked her every day for who she was and, the things that she put into my life. She knew that she was loved, and she was just so happy and thankful that she knew that she was well taken care of. I would not want anyone to lose anyone, especially myself, since I'm sick. Yes, losing my mom would hurt, and I'm sorry for your loss. Yes, it does hurt. It does hurt tremendously. It is a very painful thing to lose anyone that you are close to or that you love, to lose anyone that you love, your mother, your father, your spouse, your brothers, your sisters, aunts, uncles, your child. It's very difficult. It's not easy. So I pray that she lives long life for you, Sid. I pray that she's with you for many, many more years to come. A YouTube version of Oprah Winfrey. Well, I take that as a compliment. I don't know that I'm that great, but I definitely appreciate that. Yes, it does hurt. It does hurt tremendously. It hurts tremendously, but we get through. We get through it. One day at a time. It really is literally one day at a time. All I can tell you is that the world, it's like when I lost my mother, the world, it was like something just shifted immediately. Like all of a sudden, the world looked different. The world looked very different when you lose your parents. I lost my father about 6 years ago. So I'm thankful that I had the time with her that I had. Good morning, Kay Renee. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Merry Christmas Eve. I'm just on here this morning hanging out for anyone who has experienced loss. I lost my mother just this past Friday morning, and my husband lost his father-in-law last week as well. So it's a different kind of holiday for us. It's a different kind of holiday for us. But yes, when she passed, it felt like some shutters, came off from over my eyes, and like there was this level of exposure that I didn't anticipate. Thank you, that I didn't anticipate, and so like there's this layer of protection that has been removed, or covering that has been removed. And I don't feel alone. By no means do I feel alone or unprotected, for I know my Father in heaven is protecting me and covering me. But while I'm here on this earth, it just feels like I lost this layer of protection. When God's chosen vessel says, when my grandma passed, I felt empty at first, and I felt empowered by everything that she had taught me. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how it is, that, how I feel. Yes. Yes. We're both healing. I mean, my father-in-law lived to be 92. I mean, so many people don't get to see those years. He got to see his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. I mean, he lived a long, full, wonderful life. Just so blessed to have known him and meet his entire family. Hello, Just Teresa. How are you? Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. Merry Christmas Eve to you. I'm just on here early this morning because I hadn't been on in a while. I lost my mother this past Friday, and we lost our father-in-law. So I'm just on here talking, letting everyone know that I'm still here. And I entitled it, I Am Still Here, because, God is the I Am. He is the I Am. And I feel him with me. And he reminds me every morning that he is still here. Even though my mother is not here, even though my father-in-law is not here, God is still here. And I could not be comforted by no greater presence. I feel his love around me each and every day, comforting me. And that is what gives me the strength. That's what gives me the strength. That is why I feel strengthened now. Um, Sid says, life is fragile. The perspective of loss should teach people not to hate or be jealous because we all have struggles. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to show this because we all have struggles. So we should embrace another person's joy because life is not promised. Absolutely. Okay, Gwen, thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas to you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming in. Kay Renee says, I feel like I would be lost without my grandma because she was my foundation in all of my upbringing. But I remember all the wise wisdom she taught me with God, and her words are still in my head. Yeah, that's so true. It's like that's a very weird feeling to feel them still talking to you. Like I still feel my mother speaking to me even right now. Oh, you just lost your mother, Just Teresa. I'm so sorry. Last year, a year ago. Yes, I know. You know that pain. You know that pain. It is undescribable. Bye, Sid. You take care. Oh, okay. Sid was saying goodbye. I'm sorry. Yes, you know that pain. You know that pain. It is definitely not an easy one to take. Yes. So, we do what we can. We do what we can, getting through one day at a time and finding ways to get through. I've been so busy. I can't really say that I've had a whole lot of time to probably grieve. But I know that, every day is going to be challenging. We're not going to be able to have her services until the first of the year, the first Saturday in January. So um, I was hoping to get it done before the end of the year, but that's not going to happen. So we'll have to, bring in 2020 doing that, which was not what I wanted, but it's the way God would have it. So, oh, it's okay, Kay Renee. No problem. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. I will try to, put out some videos as I can as the rest of the year goes on. If God touches me to say some things or, um, put out some messages, then I will have to be obedient to the word and to the spirit. But other than that, I don't know exactly how the next few weeks will play out, what I'll be doing. But I definitely plan on being on here. I just wanted you all to know that I am okay, that I'm doing, all right. Things could be so much worse. I could have lost her so much earlier in life. Like I say, I know not everyone has been blessed to have had a mother for the majority of their life. And I have been, so I don't take that for granted. And I can only imagine what life is like not having a mom or father. Oh, thank you I appreciate you all being here. And but I just wanted to talk with you all because you all are family. You all are a part of my family now. So I and I hadn't talked to you all, so it felt kind of strange. Like, these people who I've met on this platform who have become a part of my life, who I enjoy and, appreciate. And so thankful to have had you all. Oh, thank you, Kay Renee. I appreciate your kindness. I am strong and a beautiful person and a beautiful soul. Thank you. And yes, I'm happy that I have my husband and my children as well, for sure. They have made all the difference in the way I feel. They give me joy, and now I get to focus on making Christmas great for them and making the holidays great for him. So for them when while they're here, and I haven't told them yet, but at some point I will. When they usually ask about her periodically. So they're just 3. So when they ask about her, I guess we'll have that conversation then. Yes, it is an extended family. Yeah, YouTube is Uh, I never imagined that I would have, feel this way about people on YouTube that I've never met, never gotten to be in their presence. But you all are your extended family. And I appreciate you all and what you brought to my life and what I'm able to bring to your lives. The fact that y'all are here, the fact that y'all listen, the fact that y'all have any thought or care in the world about what I have to say is appreciated. And I don't take that for granted. I truly don't. I truly don't. So, but yeah, so that's what's been going on. So we'll get through Christmas and I'll be off all next week. So I may pop on here and there next week, see how everybody's doing, and have to finish planning out her services. And then that following Saturday, we'll have her homegoing celebration. So looking forward to that because it's supposed to be a celebration. We're to celebrate these times and not be sad about it. And she's no longer in pain. She's no longer struggling or, just, and that I have to be reassured by those things. I just have to be reassured by those things. Sorry, let me scroll down here a little bit. It says we are excited about all you all have brought to us. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I enjoy this more than I thought that I would. It's definitely my life's work. My mom was a servant and she always did for people. And that's what I want to do. I want to be here giving to people, doing for people and sharing the gifts that I have, been blessed to have. Oh, I've helped you through a lot of rough mornings. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are so welcome, Kay Renee. You're so welcome. And that is my goal, is to help people through a lot of things that I struggled with myself. It was definitely very difficult, not easy, getting through some challenging periods of my life. And I wished that I had this platform to help me through those tough times. But I didn't. But I did have a counselor who was okay. But I needed something different. And so that's why I wanted to put this out. Hi, Ruthie's Vlog World. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope your holiday is going well. Mine is going differently than I expected, but not so bad. So I appreciate you being here, and I just wanted to come on and let everyone know what was going on so that you all wouldn't think that I was abandoning you all. So I'm happy that I'm helping you all, and I appreciate the love. I truly do. I truly appreciate the love. It's such a blessing to have good people in your life, and I consider you all good people because you're here. You're a part of this Talk family, and it blesses my life every day. I look forward to what God gives me to give to you all. So, I look forward to what he has, because I don't know, like I say, I don't know what you all need every day, what resonates with you all and what doesn't resonate with you. I just, put out what God gives me, and I pray that it touches you and that it reaches you where you are. So, because he has a way of doing that. He has a way of reaching us right where we are. If we're willing to turn our ear to him, turn our ear towards heaven, then he will bless us. He will speak to us and answer our prayers. So, and my prayer was not for that, that he would extend my mother's life. Her life was, when he was ready for her, I didn't want to hold her here against her will or against his will. So, it was easier for me to let her go than I thought. I thought that it would be much harder. And not to say that it wasn't hard, but I just didn't know whether or not I would be able to handle it. But I did. I was able to handle it. I am handling it. And one day at a time, I'll continue to get through. So that's just what it is. That's just kind of what it is. Hello, Natural Way of Coty. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. I guess everyone's just getting up this morning. I'm an early riser, so I know it's early. Hello, Zaya. How are you? Good to see you, Zaya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Merry Christmas Eve to you all. Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas to you tomorrow. I probably won't come on tomorrow. It's Christmas, so I'll be with my family. Um, we don't want our parents to suffer, yes, and they're in peace. There is peace in that, absolutely. Yes. For those of you just coming in, uh, I lost my mother this past Friday to COVID-19. And God, it's time for her to be home. So that's just kind of what I'm talking about. It's 5:35. It's 5:35, very early. Yes, it is very early. Oh, yes, I do cry. I cry every morning when I wake up. Every morning when I wake up, when I first wake up, I cry. That seems to be the time that's the most difficult because it's the moment that I face that new reality that she's no longer with me, and so yeah, every morning I tend to cry. It's like it just happened, like as if it just happened. So I don't know when that will stop, but yeah, so I do cry. I allow myself to cry. Tears are cleansing, and it doesn't bother me to cry. I just, I cry when I need to cry, but it doesn't last. It doesn't, I don't let that sadness take over my life, take over my day, because I was so blessed to have had her for so many years. So I don't. Let's see, I've been there since in 2004. I lost my mom and I had to let her go, and I didn't want her to suffer. I pray God grants you peace. I remember the dreams I used to have, which made it hard. Yes, I will keep you in prayer. Yes. Yeah, it does make it hard. But the strange thing is that I knew I was on borrowed time with her. I knew that she would not be with me forever, obviously. But the strange thing was that God showed me her mansion. He showed me her place, and I can't remember all the details of it. It seemed like it was really like kind of being built when he was showing it to me. It's like as if he was telling me that he was that it was being prepared, like it was his way of kind of readying me to know that it was going to come. But I remember the outside grounds of where she was going to be, the place that he was preparing for her. It was just unbelievably beautiful, like nothing I had ever seen before. The flowers, the gardens, the grass, the air, the water. There was like this little babbling brook running through this garden or a field of flowers. It was just beautiful. I mean, just unbelievably beautiful. I don't even really have the words to describe it, to be quite honest with you. But and I said, if she's seeing that, if she's seeing what God showed me, there's no way I can be sad for her. I mean, who wouldn't want that for their loved one? Who wouldn't want them to be in that place that is just breathtakingly beautiful? And to be in God's presence is no better place to be. So, yeah, it is. I'm comforted by that. I'm comforted by that he showed me a piece of where she was. It gives me great peace. Um, Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Let's see. I know how you feel about it. It feels fresh every morning. Yes. The memories make me smile. It does. I'm so grateful. God bless me to be her child because she loved me so much and taught me the ways of the Lord. Yeah, that's exactly it. That is exactly it. I'm comforted by what she taught me. And some of her last words to me was that I love you so very, so very much. And I can hear her saying that. So I'm comforted by having that as some of the last words of her saying to me. Hello, North Vikings. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I was blinding lights earlier. Yes, I remember you. I remember you. Good to see you. Welcome in. Merry Christmas to you as well. So I hope you all are having a good Christmas Eve. I hope you all are having a good Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'll try to do a few more minutes. I just wanted to come on here and speak to everyone, let everyone know that I had lost my mother and my father-in-law. So Christmas will not look the same, but anymore. But I'll get through it nonetheless. Yes, North Vikings. What's going on this morning. I was just on here letting everyone know that I lost some family members, my mom and my father-in-law. So just trying to get through that, get through these holidays, make it to the new year, and do the best that I can, carry on the work that she instilled in me. She was a servant and she loved like none other. And so that is the work that I want to carry on and pass on to people. And that's why I'm here. So yeah, that's what's going on. I just wanted to chit chat with everyone and check in with everybody. And for those who may be experiencing loss or may have experienced loss during this time and may not be feeling, so happy right now. Yes, thank you. I appreciate your condolences. Thank you. Yeah, it's not easy when you lose a parent. Yeah. Yeah, that is a cool name, North Vikings. Hi, good morning, Pandy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the condolences. Good to see you. Good to see you. Pandy's here you are. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, Pandy. On my mom's deathbed, she was in a daze, but God gave her clarity of mind and she recognized us all. December 6th, that's my birthday. Wow, she passed on December 6th, 2004, right before the holidays. Wow, I'm so sorry. Yes, that is, yeah. I always hoped that I would never lose, my parents around the holidays, but that didn't happen. So lost her literally right before the holidays. So what I said I was going to do is make sure that because she loved Christmas so much, I usually turn my Christmas tree off every night, when we go to bed. But I think I'm going to leave it on now since she passed on the 18th of December. So from the 18th of December to Christmas Day, I'm going to leave the lights on for her, just in honor of her memory. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Let's see. God is so good how he gives us peace to know that they are resting in him. He does. He does give us that peace. I'm so thankful for it. Yes, good to see you all. I'm so happy you all are here. I appreciate. I know everyone's just getting up this morning. I hope you all are, doing all the wonderful things that you do on Christmas. I'm going to do some stuff with my kids today, and we're going to do some cooking and some baking and all that. They've been asking me every morning, can we open my presents, Mommy? I want to open my presents. I say just one more day, honey, one more day. We will get to open these presents. So they're looking forward. They're 3. So this is their first Christmas. I think that they really understand what's going on. So don't feel pressured to be happy just because we are told it's a season, to be jolly. Feel what you feel. It's our human right. It is. I do. And like I say, I have my moments. I do. And when I have my moments, I just go ahead and cry a little bit or cry as much as I need to. So I do. I don't try to hide death. I mean, it's just a part of life. It's just a part of what has to be. So I know that I will have a lot more moments of tears for probably years to come. Really, I know I'll have a lot of moments of tears. So, but I'll get through them. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and making it special for my babies, so that they will not have to feel this sadness. But it is what it is, It is what it is. There's not much we can do about it other than embrace it, really embrace it. Good morning, Eve. How are you? Welcome. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Good to see you, Eve. Welcome. I saw your daughter's, I did see your daughter's video you did on, straightening her hair. It came out so beautiful. So very beautiful. Yeah, I'm just on here this morning, Eve. I wanted to pop in with everyone and let everyone know that I lost my mother this past Friday. So, and I also lost my father-in-law the week before that. So we've been doing funerals and all that stuff. So I'm just on here this morning chatting about that, and that's so I didn't really have anything planned. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Yep. So that's all that's going on. Everyone's saying good morning. Good morning. Yes, I did. I did. Yep. We lost her Friday. So COVID-19. But truth be told, it was just her time to go. God was calling her home, and it just happened to be during the time of COVID-19. So just that's what a good morning, Positive. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, sis. I wanted to try to make your live last night, but I didn't get to. I had people bringing things to the house last night, and lots going on. So I didn't get to make your live. I did want to try to make it. And I'm so happy that you did that because there are a lot of people who are struggling and suffering during this time, trying to get through. So I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm glad you caught me too. I appreciate you all being here this morning. And I didn't get to catch the thing from last Thursday, but so I got to catch up on some videos. So I'm off all next week. I'm going to take some time. So I'll catch up on some videos. I may put some things out. I don't know. We'll see what God says and how I feel. So that's sort of what I'm doing. Hey, cousin, how are you? Good to see you. Health to you and your loved ones. How are you? I'm going through. Absolutely. Love you so much. I love you too, cousin. I love you too. The replay is up. Yes, I will definitely catch that. My mom loved this time of year as well. Yeah, that's so awesome. I personally no longer celebrate it, but her memories are always in my heart. I will keep you and your family in your prayers. My baby brother has, COVID right now. Oh my goodness. Natural way. I'm so sorry. I pray that he makes it through. I really do. I pray that he makes it through. I pray that his fate is not the same as my mother's, and so many. So yes, my prayer is that he will make it through and pull through this and be strengthened and overcome and live to be able to tell about it. So absolutely, my heart goes out to you. It's not easy to watch them. And my mom went down. If you have underlying symptoms, it tends to be worse. They tend to go faster. So I pray that he doesn't have any underlying symptoms or whatever. God's will be done. We don't know what the outcome will be. So I just pray that it is God's will that he continues to be here on this earth, natural way. Truly, I do. Yes. Just thinking of my mom and her. Yes. And she's with so many. Yes, so many. Hello, Shanita Marie. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, I lost my mom. And my father-in-law. So it's not been quite the holiday season that we anticipated. But, God said it was time. So I just have to honor that. I just have to honor that it was time. Yes. Let's see. Wish you the best in life along with your loved ones. Yes. One love, peace, and happiness. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm doing okay. Today's the first day I felt strong enough to come on here. So I was kind of glad about being able to do that, I wanted to touch bases with you all and check in and let y'all know that I'm doing okay, that I hadn't abandoned y'all. Um, and I wanted to, I couldn't do anything pre-recorded for some reason. It's just better to talk. I like the conversation better sometimes than pre-recorded videos, but it just depends on what it is. So I wanted to come on here and chit chat with you all. Just let y'all know that I'm doing all right. We'll have our services next week. Yes, I appreciate that. I know I'm not alone. We are, his wife thinks, let's see, she has it and they have small children. Oh my goodness. I'm making him up remedies to build his immune system. Yes, that's so good. Absolutely. Yes, I'm not, thank you. Yeah, we have lots of support around us. So I'm very thankful for that. We have a lot of people who are reaching out and doing all kind of things and more than we ever anticipated. So God is good. And I'm very thankful for that positive. I appreciate it. I do. But yes, natural way. I'm so sorry. I pray. Yeah. I mean, I do what I can. I give we're taking a lot of vitamins. We've been taking a lot of vitamins since COVID started way back in March. I pump my kids up every day with vitamins, vitamin D and a multivitamin and vitamin C and everything. Because right now they are in daycare at this moment. I had them home with me for several months, and then they went part-time through the summer on the days that I had to go into work. But now they're in full-time. So, but if I have to pull them back out and stay home, then I'll do that. It just depends. But we're just taking it one day at a time. So just trying to keep them strong. Thank you, Shanita. I appreciate it. You were about to ask me how I was holding up. Very strong to be able to talk about it. Yeah, this is the first day that I've been able to talk about it, that I thought that I could come on without just, breaking down and crying. So, yeah, so that's why I'm here. I'm on here just being able to, this was the first day. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. My husband's been with me. He's been off. We've both been off. The kids have been here, and we've been so busy planning the services of his father, and then now planning my mom's services and then I had to get her place all cleaned out. And I mean, it's just been one thing after another. Oh my goodness, we've been so busy. It's not easy what you're going through. No, it's not. So I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your prayers and being here this morning. And yeah, anyone who's going through. So, but I want you all to enjoy life, enjoy your family, enjoy the people in your life, and life goes on. If there's one thing that's going to happen on this earth is that we're not going to be here. So we don't have any say. It tells us in Job that our days are numbered, and even the hairs on our head are numbered. So, my mom's end of her days just happened to end during the time of COVID. So I don't like to feel like COVID took her away from me. I mean, it was just her time. God was ready to call her home. So that's what it was. Yes, vitamin D and vitamin C, is zinc as well. Yeah, and elderberries, sea moss, and bladderwrack. And bentonite clay. Wow, I've never heard of any of those things. I'll have to look some of those up. Elderberry, sea moss, bladderwrack, bentonite clay. Okay. Thank you. God is my strength through it all. Most definitely he is. Most definitely he is. Yeah, I'll have to look up some of those natural ways. Some of those I haven't even heard of. Yeah, it's a lot. Thank you for sharing this with us. Yeah, I wanted you all to know you all are my extended family. You're my extended family. So I wanted you all to know. I may try to put out a tribute video next week because I got to start digging through pictures and, doing all that stuff that you have to do when you're going through this. So I'll try to dig up some pictures and, put some things out so that you all can see her and just experience her. She was a blessing. Even it's so funny, even during her passing, when she was in the specialty care center, there was a nurse that had taken care of her before at another place that she was at. And she came up to me and she's like, "Oh my goodness, your mother, I loved your mother so much." And, people always coming up to me telling me how much she was a blessing to them and the joy that she brought to their life and, the way she touched them and all that. So that's always comforting. And that's what I put on her casket. May the work that I have done continue to speak for me. So, because it does. I mean, it does. So many things that she's done. So many people, like I say, she was a servant. So many things that she has done in life has been a blessing to so many. And for them to share that with me, how they've touched her, how she touched their life is just always comforting and reassuring. Because she wasn't just here for me and my brother. She was here to do the work of God that God called her to do. And that's what she did. So I'm thankful for those who were touched by it. Cancer took over my mom's body, but it was her time, as you said. Yes, you can email, give me more information on those things. Okay, absolutely. I definitely will look into that because I'm not familiar with those things. That sounds good. That's why it's great to, come on here. Juicing is great. What is my funniest memory about my mother? Oh, my funniest memory. Oh, mom was a jokester. She used to always do things, and we always had a lot of laughter in our house. Always a lot of laughter. My funniest memory about her, oh my goodness, it just came to me. I'm glad you asked me that. Thank you, Shanita. My funniest memory to me, we went to, I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, and we used to have this water park there called Splashtown. Yeah, it's called Splashtown. And mom was not a swimmer. She didn't even know how to swim, but she made sure we knew how to swim. And we got on one of these slides, and for some reason, she just got brave enough to get on this slide. Those big slides that you get on and you slide down. And and I was a huge water person. Hello, Content. How are you? Good to see you. So basically, she got brave enough to get on this slide, and the ones that you sit on the tube, and so this one didn't have a tube. It was just your body. So you slide down this slide, and it's like 3 feet of water. But for some reason, I guess she didn't realize that it was only 3 feet of water. So when she got down the slide and reached the bottom part of the pool, I mean, she was just like as if she was dying, splashing and, flailing with her arms and legs. And, we were sitting there looking at her, just laughing, like, what is she doing? Like I guess she felt like she was drowning. And we kept yelling at her, like it was like a group of people standing around her yelling, stand up, and she was just like, like she couldn't breathe. And I mean, it was so funny. And I think she finally heard us and decided to put her feet down, and she stood up and realized how embarrassed she was. And oh my goodness, we just died laughing. And that for sure is definitely my funniest memory with her, was her, feeling like she was drowning in 3 feet of water, and she was 5'8". So, there should have been no reason for her to, I don't know why she didn't feel the ground beneath her, but I think it was just panic mode. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So, but yeah, that's probably my funniest memory with her for sure. So thank you for asking that. Good to see you. I am Content. Good to see you. Kicking it with Net. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Welcome in. Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas Eve to you all. All of that. Yes, and she used to come to Huntsville and take care of the kids while Robbie was in the hospital. Yeah, for her first surgery. She was a great help during a difficult time. Yeah, mom was a servant. That was absolutely what she used to do. Yes, it is a great memory. We died laughing. Seriously, like just hilarious. But yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, those were some of the some of the funniest memories. But she always did lots of things. She was a teacher, and if anyone who's ever grown up with a teacher or around a teacher, everything is a learning experience. So, she was always looking for ways to teach us things and make us do stuff and extra that would help us learn things. So that was kind of part of who she was. But yeah, I mean, I have a million good memories. I have a million good memories. We grew up in East Texas. She grew up in Tyler, Texas, East Texas. For any of you all who are familiar with Texas, so in the country, and she knew she didn't want to. You know, we didn't come from a wealthy family or anything like that, but we definitely had a lot of love around us. She had 7 brothers and sisters. My mom had a twin brother, and then my mom's oldest sister also had a twin brother. And so I think that's why I have twins, because twins run in my family. So, and I have a boy and a girl twin as well. So yeah, we have twins in our family. And then my little cousin also had a set of twin girls. So yeah, we definitely have twins in our family. But yeah, we used to, spend a lot of times in the country and, uh, just living life. I feel like I grew up with the best of both worlds, because I grew up in the city of San Antonio, but I spent all my summers in the country. So we used to, I feel like I got the best of both worlds, really. I got to do both things. I got to spend a lot of time in the deep, deep woods and also in a major city. So that was always fun. But she grew up in the country, picking peas and budding roses and stuff like that. And she didn't want to do that the rest of her life coming up as a kid. So that's why she went to school, got her education. She got a master's in education and all that. So she taught school, and she was a curriculum coordinator for Trinity University. She did a lot of work for them and all kinds of stuff. I mean, she lived a good life. She lived a beautiful life. Let me look through some of your comments. Kicking it with Ned, wish you and your loved ones blessings. Yes, a funny memory for sure. That sounds like when you were in Schlitterbahn in Galveston and Jalen was about 5, and she told me the same thing. Stand up, daddy. I was so embarrassed. Yeah, it's just a panicky moment. When you don't know how to swim, I'm always amazed at people who don't know how to swim, who even attempt to get into water. So I take my hat off to people who don't know how to swim, because water is scary. Water is scary, and it can overwhelm you very quickly. So if you are not comfortable with water, I'm amazed that people even get in it, because it'll overwhelm you pretty fast. So yeah, and I think that's just what happened. Your mom miscarried twins before she had you. Oh, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's very tough. Oh, Shanita, that happened to you too. You thought you were drowning. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it can be quite scary to be in water. I mean, I remember being in Jamaica and jumping into the ocean off of a cliff, because I do those kind of things. But I had a friend with me who didn't know how to swim at all. But because I was having so much fun doing it, she decided to brave it herself. And I was like, okay, are you sure? Because we're in the ocean. Like this is ocean water. It's not a pool. And she did. She jumped in with no life jacket or anything, but I stayed in the water to help pull her up just in case she had trouble coming up. I said, just as soon as you jump in the water, start kicking your feet, and I'll be here. And it was me and another gentleman who was in the water, and we both made sure she got to the top, and got her back to the stairs where she could climb her way back up to the top of that rock. But she did it, and that was the most, I was so amazed by that. I thought, wow, I don't think I would ever jump in the ocean and not know how to swim. But she knew how to doggy paddle, so that's what she did. But if you've ever been in the ocean, those waves can be quite overwhelming and they can overtake you pretty quickly if you don't know what you're doing. So um, but yeah, she did that, and we got her up, and she didn't do it again, but she was so happy that she did it. It was just sort of like a something she wanted to experience. So that's what she did. But yep. Well, I've been here an hour, guys, and I appreciate you all so much for coming in. And I'm gonna get off. I got to get my babies up for the day, and got to start cooking and doing all that holiday stuff. So I appreciate you all for being here and coming in. All your condolences and everything that you all have done, your prayers, your support, your love, watching my videos, all that. I'm going to take some time off. For any of you all who want to do anything, I have some playlists that you all can run if you feel led to do so. That would be helpful for me, just to keep my my videos and keep my channel kind of in circulation. So if any of you all feel like running any of my playlists, I would definitely appreciate that. But if you don't want to, you don't have time, please don't feel obligated to do so. But other than that, I'm going to be okay. I may try to put some stuff out next week. We'll see, and try to get through these services at the first of the year. And just take one day at a time. And y'all may see me around in different people's lives and stuff, or you may not. I don't really know. It just depends on what all's going on. But I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I thank you all for all that you've done and who you are, and coming on and listening to my rants here. And I just thank you all so much for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. I don't know how long I will keep this live up, but I may keep it up for today, and then I may take it down tomorrow. I don't really know. But anyway, I appreciate you all so much. And thank you all for running me. And I'm going to go ahead and get off. Y'all have a good Christmas Eve, a wonderful Christmas day. Enjoy your families, enjoy your loved ones, your spouses, your pets, your kids. Enjoy them during this time, and don't feel like you shouldn't be happy during this time, even though we have so much going on around us, because God is still here. He is still here. He says, I am still here. So we're not alone. We're not alone. And so be comforted by that. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm sure I'll talk to you all before the new year, but you all have a happy Merry Christmas, and y'all take care. I love you all. Bye-bye.